Good morning, everybody. This is Kevin Cahill from the Irish American Club of Berkshire County, and I join you this morning from the stunning studios of Pittsfield Community Radio, WTBR 89.7 FM, and you can also stream it. We have a good show planned for you today. We're going to be starting off with the O'Neill sisters. The Wolf Tones will be after that. All Hail Bright Futures, a new Dublin band that I featured. Mary Black, Seamus Begley, and the Best of the Coors. So we're going to start off this morning with the O'Neill sisters, Black is the Color.
I met an old man. He kept a bar called the Horses and Tram. My parents were Irish, they loved that dear land. The Cockney, he smiled and he shook my old hand. My heart is in Ireland, it's there I long to be. Her hills and her valleys are calling to me. Though born here in this land, my heart is in Ireland, the land of the old in Wales by a roadside cafe. A young girl came smiling and to me did say, well, my folks are from Ireland. Me dad, he hopes one day when he leaves the mines, sure we'll go back to stay. My heart is in Ireland, it's there I long to be. Her hills and her valleys are calling to me. Though born here in this land, my heart is in Ireland. The land of the old folk is calling to me. Then I went through the Midlands, through each city and town. I found there were Irish in each place I roamed, and I drank and I sang in a pub they call the Crown. With the Birmingham Irish we sang songs of home. My heart is in Ireland, it's there I long to be. Her hills and her valleys are calling to me. Though born here in this land, my heart is in Ireland. The land of the old folk is calling to me. Then I went north to Scotland, to Glasgow on the Clyde. I met with some young lads, said Celtic's our side. All our folks are from Ireland, the island of the green. That country we love, but a place we've not seen. My heart is in Ireland, it's there I long to be. Her hills and her valleys are calling to me. Though born here in this land, my heart is in Ireland. The land of the old folk is calling to me.
Ka. 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 Ka
Ba,
ta
o,
da
ka,
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 ka
ba,
ta
o,
da
There you have that. A little non-traditional Irish music for you this morning. The name of the band is I Watch You From Afar. And the name of the album is All Hail Bright Futures. My attempt at pronouncing the name of the song is Kabata Bodaka. So that's where the Irish music scene is these days. Before that, we heard from the Wolf Tones and their anthology 2-CD set with My Heart is in Ireland, one of their classics. And before that, first up, we heard from the O'Neill Sisters. Black is the Color is the name of that album. And, of course, Will You Go, Lassie, Go was the name of the song. Just a comment, as it were, or a report on today's date in Irish history. On this day, a vote was taken in the Dáil Éireann on whether to ratify the Anglo-Irish treaty that had been signed the previous month by, among others, Michael Collins and Arthur Griffith. Debates on the treaty had begun on 14th of December, 1921. Eamon de Valera made no secret of his disdain for it, introducing the debate by saying, quote, "It would be ridiculous to think that we could send 5 men to complete a treaty without the right of ratification by this assembly." The treaty was narrowly ratified by 64 votes to 57. After the vote was taken, a disappointed de Valera said, quote, "It will, of course, be my duty to resign my office as chief executive. This is one thing I want to say. I wanted to go to the country and to the world, and it is this. The Irish people established a republic. The republic can only be disestablished by the Irish people." Collins was cautious in welcoming the result, perhaps aware of the impending civil war, which would ultimately claim his life. Replying to de Valera, he said, "I do not regard the passing of this thing as being any kind of triumph over the other side. I will do my best in the future, as I have done in the past, for the nation. We will all do our best to preserve the public safety," to which de Valera replied, quote, "Hear, hear." Less forgiving was Mary McSweeney for the Cork Borough, TD for the Cork Borough, who shortly after Collins and de Valera had finished their exchanges, called the ratification of the treaty, quote, "the grossest act of betrayal that Ireland has ever endured." She and many others took the anti-treaty side during the Irish Civil War. And we'll have more on how that ended in coming weeks. But right now we're going back to a little bit more traditional songs. We're going to be hearing from Mary Black and the Rose of Allendale.
Oh, the sky was clear, the morn was fair, no breath came over the sea. When Mary left her Highland home and wandered forth with me, all flowers decked the mountainside, and fragrance filled the vale. By far the sweetest flower there was the rose of Allendale. Sweet rose of Allendale, sweet rose of Allendale, by far the sweetest flower there was the rose of Allendale. Where'er I wander, to the east and to the west, and faith began to lull, consoling still was she to me in sorrow's lonely hour. Oh, tempest wrecked my lonely boat, and they wrecked the quivering sails. One maiden far withstood the storm, was the rose of my life has been a wilderness, unblessed by fortune's gain. Had fate not linked my love to her, sweet rose of Arndale, sweet rose
Bachelin me se de hjuling lang Ekkert dwaris na harte sarvenend Immunen ombare glokjer til gal Emmese dres emmetel Ni holdum en hogen adon valle bra Nar vake som kjulte bogilera Ni lisria mohulren do I khobra Leshen artud gung letter kilberer Kors Is horo e bachelin bra Is horo e shin hom belai Tan jogar mordes before lang Kan den mål misland til hilberen Så da vintron loch men chlores fwylain On kjersja kark fri agus drede Gegeven og sledeven og geruf e bla Eskar medlem le har og vømperen Bin få megen gonner talligen Chun fjeng A trechent en tannig Es markegen gjeng Bin eier kød a hedes N kieta hoza Chnokan in og hilberen Es horo e bachelin bra Es horo e shin hondelav Tan jogar mordes bechore lang An den nåde misland til hilberen Binola Sivenus ring agus ras agus kjolong gehiven a hemmend Bin gasser og griar gurkinia glera vacher en chiske na strikrian an out Shinderelem gniver hocht linter kart Han genåle misland til kilveren Sing up Es horo e bachelin bra Es horo e shin hondelav Tan jogar mordes bechore lang Han genåle misland til kilveren Es horo horo e shin hondelav Tan jogar mordes bechore lang Han genåle misland til hilberen Thank you, my mother.
That was the Fantasia with Seamus Begley guest starring. The name of the tune is Quilmoira, commemorating a place in Ireland. That was the third song on that set. The second song on that set was from Fawn Mall. He's an Irish musician. Eslin Giel, beautiful Eslin, was the name of the tune. And we started off traditionally with Mary Black from her 25th anniversary album, 2-CD set, with The Rose of Allendale. So I thought it was a nice little set there. When I was perusing through This Day in Irish History, I came across another item which I thought would be interesting to our listening audience. This was on January 6th, so it would have been last night, I guess. But in 1839, when the Old Age Pension Act became law in January of 1909, it entitled men and women over the age of 70 in the United Kingdom, of which Ireland was still a part, to an annual payment of £13 on a mean-tested basis. Within 3 months, 261,668 applications had been made in Ireland, proportionally far more than in England, Scotland, or Wales. Since the compulsory registration of births had not come into force in Ireland until 1863, it is difficult to prove that those saying they were old enough to receive a pension were telling the truth. So that's a sentence that should be noticed by all you Ancestry.com listeners who are interested in, obviously, locating the birth dates and the birthplaces of your ancestors. Compulsory registration of births in Ireland did not come into force until 1863. So everything before that is a bit problematic. Nonetheless, as a result, a novel way of establishing someone's age came about. Applicants were asked whether they remembered, quote, the night of the big wind, unquote, a storm that began in Ireland on the 6th of January, 1839, and was the most devastating in the recorded history of the country. It is estimated that between 300 and 800 people died. In all, 4,846 chimneys were said to have been knocked off their perches during the storm. More people were left homeless than in all of the evictions over subsequent decades in Ireland. The event was immortalized in Ian-Naki-Himor, the Night of the Big Wind, or in another translation, Nodira Nashil, the End of the World, by the Galway poet Michael Burke. So I guess everyone would remember it. The Dublin Evening Post, writing at the time, quote, it remains not only without a parallel, but leaves far away in the distance all that has ever occurred in Ireland before. Ireland has been the chief victim of the hurricane. Every part of Ireland, every field, every town, every village in Ireland has felt its dire effects from Galway to Dublin, from the Giant's Causeway into the north to Valencia in the south. So I thought that was an interesting story about the big wind, in Ireland. And now we're going to hear from the Corrs.
It's late at night and I'm feeling down. There are couples standing on the street sharing summer kisses and silly sounds. So I step inside, pour a glass of wine. With a full glass and an empty heart, I search for something to occupy my mind. But you are in my head, swimming forever in my head, tangled in my dreams, swimming forever. So listen to the radio, and all the songs we used to know. So listen to the radio, remember where we used to go. Now it's morning light, and it's cold outside. Caught up in a distant dream, I turn and think that you are by my side. So I leave my bed, and I try to dress, wondering why my mind plays tricks and fools me into thinking you are there.
best of saints. Sinners make the best saints. Sinners make the best of saints. So they say, so they say. Take this, take everything, take all of this away from me. 'Cause you know everything, and you know all of my favorite mistakes. Sinners make the best of saints. Sinners make the best saints. Sinners make the best of saints. So they say, so they say. Wash my hands clean. Take this, take all of this from me. 'Cause I know sinners, we make the best of saints. And you know all of my favorite mistakes. Sinners make the best of saints. Sinners make the best saints. Sinners make the best of saints. So they say, so they say. They say that if I get down on my knees and humbly ask, that I will be set free. But I know sinners, we make the best of saints. And you know all of my favorite mistakes.
There were a few cracks in that CD, but it's a great CD. I've played from it before. The name of the set is It Was Mighty, and it is recordings of Irish music as it was played in the pubs in London during and following World War II. That particular reel was The Rose and the Heather, and again, the name of the album is It Was Mighty. And before that, we heard from Emish, a band we've seen at Saratoga, with their song Sinner Makes the Best Saints from their album of the same name. And before that, we heard from the Coors, their Best Of album with Radio Unplugged, which I think is one of their better songs. And now we're going to hear from Aoife Nafari.
Work
change, hadn't much to say. But man, I still think them cats are crazy. They were asking if you were around, how you was, where you could be found. I told them you were living downtown, driving all the old men crazy. The boys are back in town, the boys are back in town. I said, the boys are back in town, the boys are back in town. The boys are back in town, the boys are back in town, the boys are back in town, the boys are back in town. You know that chick that used to dance a lot? Every night she'd be on the floor shaking what she'd got. Man, when I tell you she was cool, she was red hot. I mean, she was steaming. And that time over at Johnny's place, well, this chick got up and she slapped Johnny's face. Man, we just fell about the place. If that chick don't wanna know, forget her. The boys are back in town, the boys are back in town. I said, the boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. I said, the boys are back in town. 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 Spread the word around. Guess who's back in town? You spread the word around. Friday night they'll be dressed to kill down at Dino's Bar and Grill. The drink will flow and blood will spill. And if the boys wanna fight, you better let them. That jukebox in the corner blasting out my favorite song. The nights are getting warmer, it won't be long. Won't be long till summer comes. Now that the boys are here again. The boys are back in town, the boys are back in town. 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 Spread the word around. The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. The boys are back. The boys are back. The boys are back in town again. Been hanging down at Dino's. The boys are back in town again.
And this is Kevin Cale saying goodbye for another week. Please listen to our show again next week. I know Farmer will be back playing his favorite tunes. And this tune you're currently listening to is Michael Dwyer's Escape from Andy Irvin. And before that, you heard from Thin Lizzy with The Boys Are Back in Town, and Peter Purvis with The Sweetness, and Aoife Nafari with The Girl from the White Mountain. Gurum Ugit Ugishhi Shahugan.